His movement constantly dragged Gabriel and Saliba out of shape. 1 minute it was dropping deep, the next it was running wide. His unpredictability caused chaos. His dribbling. Manchester United may have lost to Arsenal, but don't let the scoreline fool you. This was one of the most complete performances we've seen from Ruben Amorim's side in a long time, and that's not just spin, it's reality. For large stretches, United looked the more structured, the more aggressive, and at times the more dangerous team. So in today's breakdown, we're going to look at 5 major takeaways that proved United were very good, even in defeat. This was a performance that showed real progress. First, let's talk about control. From the first whistle, United didn't look like a team sitting back and surviving. They took the initiative. The build-up was brave, pressing out from the back with composure, even moving Matic delay into midfield at times to create overload and disrupt Arsenal's press. For long spells, Arsenal were forced into defending. Yes, they had their moments of possession, but United dictated the tempo in a way we usually associate with Arsenal. The ball circulation was sharp, the pressing, coordinated, and Arsenal's rhythm was constantly disrupted. Best example, between the 20th and the 35th minute, Arsenal could barely string passes together in United's half. United pressed high, forced errors, and recycled possession intelligently. It's easy to say possession doesn't win you games, but this wasn't meaningless possession. It was structured control, the type of control you need at the very top level. And make no mistake, Arsenal didn't win because they dominated United. They won because they were ruthless with the one big chance they created, and that's the difference. Now, let's move to midfield, the heart of the pitch. Casemiro, who took every criticism at times last season, looked rejuvenated. His positioning was excellent. Every time Arsenal tried to build centrally, Casemiro was there, intercepting, breaking play, and keeping things calm. That allowed Bruno Fernandes to do what he does best, dictate. Bruno was everywhere, dropping deep to progress the ball, finding diagonal switches, and breaking Arsenal's defensive lines with clever passes. One moment stood out for me in the second half. Bruno split Arsenal's defense with a through ball that left Cunha one-on-one. If that chance is converted, the entire narrative of the game changes. That's how fine the margins were. Mount deserves credit too, quietly linking play and giving Bruno freedom to roam. For long stretches, United midfield looked superior. On another day, with sharper finishing, that control easily translates into goals. By the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps massively, and you will get more in-depth analysis every week. Now, Matheus Cunha. He didn't score, but it was a nightmare for Arsenal's defense. His movement constantly dragged Gabriel and Saliba out of shape. 1 minute it was dropping deep, the next it was running wide. His unpredictability caused chaos. His dribbling was fearless, his pressing relentless, and he repeatedly created space for teammates with his runs. Yes, his finishing wasn't there. He had at least 2 opportunities where he could have tested David Raya more seriously, but the fact he consistently got into those positions against one of the best defensive pairings in the league says it all. This was a statement performance. Cunha already has the movement, pressing, and the physicality. Hard finishing, and you've got a complete Premier League striker. This game was a big positive for him despite the results. Let's move to Bryan Mbeumo. He might not get the headlines, but his contribution was huge. From the first minute, his pressing set the tone. Arsenal's defenders had no time to breathe. Every build-up was disrupted by Mbeumo's energy. He stretched the pitch brilliantly with his runs into the channels, forcing Arsenal to constantly readjust, and that movement opened the gaps Bruno and Cunha exploited. Sure, the end product wasn't perfect, but he would want more involvement in the final third. But football isn't just about goals and assists. Mbeumo gave United width, gave them energy, and gave them an outlet in transition. These are exactly the qualities Amorim values, and if Mbeumo keeps working like this, the goals and assists will flow naturally. And finally, mentality. This was the biggest difference compared to last season in games like this. After conceding, United often collapsed. Heads would drop, the body language would tell the story, and the rest of the match would slip away. But not here. After falling behind, United fought, the press created chances and forced Arsenal to defend deeper than they wanted. The belief was there, the structure held firm, and the fight never stopped. Yes, Arsenal took the chance and United didn't, and that's football. When you strip away the scoreline, what you see is a United side that looked confident, aggressive, and composed. Sometimes you play well and lose, and that's okay if the performance shows progress. And this game absolutely did. Arsenal may have walked away with all 3 points, but the performance on the pitch was far more balanced than the scoreline suggests. So yes, Arsenal won at Old Trafford, but make no mistake, United walked off with plenty of positives: control in midfield, attacking energy, relentless pressing, and above all, a mentality that didn't break under pressure. This wasn't just another loss, this was a sign of growth. If United play like this consistently, the results will come and the theatre of dreams will start to feel like a fortress again. But what do you think? Do United deserve more from this game? Were they unlucky, or do you see areas that need work? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for weekly analysis. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.